Yo, dudettes
and
dudes. Yay! That was a good effort. Welcome today. Today Dave is transformed into the beautiful Rhiannon Lambert. Yay! Today we're going to make a simple €1
shepherdless
pie. We're going to base it around split red lentils and sweet potatoes. This is going to cost us $5.28 and it's going to serve 6 people. So here we go. We're going to cook this with no oil, so basis of oil-free cooking is have a super hot pan.
Yeah.
In goes 1 red onion.
Amazing. So you've got the onion and you've got your garlic.
3 cloves of garlic, yeah.
And that's really good for you. I mean, straight away, you're going for it with your whole gut-friendly foods, aren't you?
Oh, nice, there we go. I love it.
Okay, so you are having onions and then you're grating the carrot.
We're going to grate the carrot in just because it'll be easier for it to break down.
Awesome.
And to release its sweetness.
Amazing. I feel so blessed today that I have the luxury of actually just observing and chatting you through your recipe.
It's great.
It smells so good already, though. I can help by at least stirring around a little bit.
Go, Rhi. You're doing great.
There we go.
The second sweetest of all vegetables is the humble carrot.
Yeah.
Third is the parsnip. So yeah, they're going to add a sweetness and also a nice earthy note to this dish.
Fabulous.
So we decided to slice the carrots to get a variety of texture too. Yeah. So the grated ones are going to break down further, but we're going to boil this with the lentils. So it's cool having some bigger carrots.
It's nice having different textures, I think. So you've got something to chew on.
Yeah,
and also that's really good as well for you to make sure that you chew and acknowledge the food. It tastes so much better.
Rhi did a great talk last night in kind of nutrition. Rhi's a great nutritionist from London.
Yeah.
But one of her talk was about mindful eating. So that was one of your good
I know,
points.
because we all eat with our phones or our laptops on the go. Or we don't hear at the Happy Pear or Pearville, but
oh well,
you know,
we do our best too, but we're not perfect.
Yeah, but it makes such a difference because the signals of your digestion, they're disrupted if you're staring at technology like the blue screen that actively can interfere. And also we're looking at sleep now as well, so if we're looking at our blue light a lot more on our TV or the laptop or the phone, that disrupts melatonin production. So guys, if you're listening, try and eat without your phone.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Definitely. So we're going to put those in. Are they going to simmer down nicely together?
We're going to add a good pinch of salt. And the salt's going to help break down the cell wall and release a bit of moisture.
Gorgeous.
And then we're going to put a lid on.
Yeah, okay, let me just make it all even. There you
beautiful.
go. Perfect stirring.
Beautiful. Doing a great job, Rhi.
Thanks.
But what's going to happen here is as the moisture of the carrot and parsnip releases, we're going to create a steaming effect in their own juices. This is technically called sweating, but we're occasionally going to stir just to stop it browning too much.
Talk to me a little bit about thyme and rosemary then. Are these some of your favourite?
They're kind of, so thyme and rosemary, I picked these because this is super budget friendly. You'd be surprised at how much you'll find fresh herbs growing in the wild.
Yeah.
These were grown outside the shop today, so I just picked a sprig of rosemary, sprig of thyme. You'd be surprised, like you'll find them kind of grown in any corner. These are typically kind of the Mediterranean kind of hardier herbs, and they're not the leafy ones.
It makes me feel like I'm in Italy or somewhere. Oh. Love it.
Beautiful, it really is. It's great.
Well,
it just
they also
adds that lovely
chemicals, like powerful compounds. Lots of phytonutrients.
Rosemary, okay, rosemary?
I love rosemary.
Great. So we're going to go in with the rosemary quite large because it will break down as it's being boiled. So I'm going to go in with a generous portion. So you'll see the veg is starting to caramelise nicely. It's looking kind of good. This is time to add our lentils.
Yeah. It's so simple, isn't it? I think people forget how simple it can be, and that flavour just from that is incredible.
Totally agree. So here's our split red lentils. Beautiful thing about split red lentils is it takes significantly less to cook. These are going to take 25 minutes.
Let's get that all mixed in.
Beautiful.
You're going to add the stock, yeah?
So I got a litre of veg stock just to chop them in. If you don't have stock, just boil it in water. It's no problem at all.
Stock is another really easy way of adding flavour, isn't it? And nutrition. People forget. It's brilliant.
Great. I'm going to pop in about 3 tablespoons of tamari. That's going to be for our umami note.
I love that you said unami because that's the other taste centre on the tongue that we have. So interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, one of the 5, umami.
Yeah.
Which is great. I'm going to go half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. It'll add just kind of nice kind of smoky,
that is
meaty
my favourite spice in the world.
So we're doing good.
Yes, I love smoked paprika.
That's great. A little bit of black pepper for the back of the tongue, just kind of to heat it. About half a teaspoon, really, approximately. Generous pinch of salt.
Look how good that looks.
Yeah, it's looking pretty cool.
Oh.
So we're gonna put that on, put the lid on, and while that's happening, we got a full big bag of kale. Again, one of the famous dishes in Ireland is Colcannon, so I wanted to make this somewhat, one kale is super cool, super nutritious. normally comes high up in the nutrient density aggregate index.
People want kale now. There's a lot of demand for kale, but you guys in Ireland have been having it for a lot longer than it became trendy.
Yeah. It was part of Colcannon. Kale's great, kind of brassica. So it has, like raw, it'll have that kind of nice brassica note to it, but we're going to pop it in here and bump up the nutritional value and just add nice contrast of colour.
I think the best bit is that you keep all the juices, and that's where all the nutrition is as well.
Yeah, rather than letting them boil off. Yeah,
exactly.
Of course.
Exactly.
The only thing with the lentils is just to occasionally stir them, because they do have a habit of wanting to stick to the bottom of the pot.
And then you've got that awful bit at the bottom. You need to clean at the end.
Nice bit of char, yeah.
So with your kale, do you need to massage that first, or do you just shove it straight in?
No, I'm just going to shove it straight in. Like if I was preparing it, like in terms of raw food, cooking or not cooking it, I typically massage it with salt to break down the cell wall, put in a bit of lemon or some sort of acid to help break down the structure a little bit more.
Lovely.
And then you might put oil if you're feeling like oil.
Yeah.
I'm going to put half of it in straight away now, so that'll be softer, and then I'm going to put a little bit in later. Yeah.
And that will serve quite a few people.
This is going to serve 6 people.
Exactly. Yeah. All of that for 6 people.
Yeah.
And they can freeze it.
$5.26.
Yeah!
Yes! So you'll see a lot of that stock is boiled off, so we're kind of down. So I'm going to just put another litre. Typically it's 2 litres per 500 ml of lentils. The good thing about lentils though is they're quite self-correcting. Just add more water if it's looking dry. If it's looking too wet, just leave it more evaporate.
It's amazing how quickly they absorb the moisture. Yeah. So we'll leave that with the lid now, yeah?
Yeah, leave the lid on again.
Go for
it. So we have to confess, so while they're cooking, we put 750 grams of sweet potatoes straight into the oven, just fried them with a little, or baked them, excuse me, with a little bit of salt. In a taste.
Yum. Oh,
they're beautiful.
These are my
kind of like little chips. But again, they're just going to sweeten up. Lentils and parsnips and carrots can be earthy. Sweet potatoes are going to elevate this and bring it to the next level. So we're just going to mash it with a fork, because we can't find the potato masher. Just sprinkle a bit of salt.
I'm telling you, if you've had a stressful day at work and you come home and do this, you're fine. This is what you need.
I love it. Oh, Rhee's a really good singer. If you didn't know, okay. Rhee's a great nutritionist. Do check her out on Instagram and on all platforms, Nutrition. But she's also a great singer, something you might know.
Back in the day.
Can you give us just a little bit?
What now?
Yeah, just a little, go on.
What, I'm mashing my sweet potato
Yeah, let's go. Go on, just a little one, just a little one.
All right, let's do a little bit of time to say goodbye. I seek in honor my
You're amazing.
Bear in mind, it's the morning here, and I've just woken up.
Beautiful.
Mashing my potato.
Beautiful. That was absolutely magic.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you,
so polite.
No, that was genuinely fabulous.
I do love a good song.
Really fabulous.
I think when you're in the kitchen, it's the perfect time to sing, like the shower, no?
One little thing I've done here is I put 3 cloves of garlic in when I was roasting the sweet potatoes. I've over roasted them a little bit, so they have gone a little dry, but just chop them up and just sprinkle it through. It's good. They've kind of caramelized. They've gone almost like black garlic.
You can't beat the smell when that comes out.
Yeah, I just think roasted garlic adds such another level to it. So I'm putting that through the mash just to give an extra note of flavour. So our lentils, you'll see, are pretty much cooked. I'm going to just remove the lid, and you see there is a little bit excess moisture, so I'm going to give it a minute or two just to let that moisture just evaporate.
The texture of that looks amazing.
Yeah, it does look nice and meaty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which is great.
Hearty.
Okay, time to try this up. This has taken 20 minutes so far. We are just going to pour in our lentils. Just straight in like that.
Perfect.
Take our remaining kale. We're going to just pop a layer of kale.
Lovely.
Just in the top here.
It looks really good. So does this kind of cook in between the mash layer?
Yeah, well, it just adds another layer, adds more nutrients, adds variety of texture, variety of colour, and just makes it all seem a little bit more interesting.
I love that idea. And for people that have leftovers, why not chuck some different things in between?
Oh, perfect. And then take our sweet potato mash and let's pop it on the top.
Brill. Let's get a spoon.
Okay, nice. I tend to use my hands.
You do.
Provided your hands are clean. Well, provided your hands are clean, I think it's great. So when you do want to spread it out, if you do kind of not spread it out, like the best way is to spread it in your hand first and just get a small little thin layer, or in your spoon.
I'm going in.
Oh, go Rhee! Good job.
What can I do?
Because if you do try to put it on in one big lump, it won't work.
It doesn't work. It has to be with your hands.
So you'll have to,
Yeah.
So we have our oven at 200 degrees. We're going to bake it for 10 minutes just to create a crisp, just to make the kale go a little bit crispy, and boom, here we go. Here we go, Rhee. Boom. Shepherd's pie has been in the oven 10 minutes. Smells great. Time for the unveil.
Woo.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Woo. Nice contrast of colours. Looks good. This will serve 6 to 8 people.
That honestly looks incredible. I can't believe how quickly we did that.
And how cheap. That's the beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Do you want a huge portion?
I think I'll go for a medium
Yeah, we've just had
portion.
porridge.
We have just had porridge.
We can go straight out of it, or we can put something out. What do we reckon?
Amazing. Yes, yes.
Oh, wow,
He's
cute.
back. He's
Cute.
back.
Dude, Flynn is back in the house.
Disney princess.
Now
Okay,
you
let's-
can be you again, and I'm not being Dave. Yeah, I'm not Dave anymore.
Okay, great.
Okay, here we
You
go.
joined us
Sing like
just
you.
to eat the end. You didn't
I
put
didn't
the.
really have any brekkies, so I'm
Okay,
delighted.
okay.
Delighted to be here.
Lentil.
Look at
Oh,
that.
it's red lentil. Cool.
Well,
Yeah.
it's to mix it up, move it away from just the simple green lentil.
How
okay,
good
you ready?
does that look?
Ready? You want to go?
Oh, yeah.
There, Reed?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm going right in there.
Shepherd's lentil pie. With sweet potato mash with roasted garlic.
Oh, it's lovely. Jeez, I was about to say it isn't cooked. Yum.
It's so
I know,
cooked.
tastes like a belly hug.
It's amazing.
Jeez, well, I'm going to have this for breakfast.
So that costs €1. It feeds 6 to 8 people. This would feed 8 people in the cafe, 6 people if you're super hungry.
I'd say get 8.
Just-
Cheap,
just one
easy,
thing.
simple,
Yeah.
whole food.
Yeah,
You know,
dude.
cooked by nutritionists.
Yeah, check out Rhiannon Lambert. You'll check her out Retrition on
Yeah.
social media.
Everywhere on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, Reed's deadly. She's brilliant. She's a great crack, and she's an amazing singer too. Thanks for watching, dudes. Please subscribe and
Cheers.
bye.
Tally ho.
Cheers.